All right, so this is number 3, the third method in constructing a major scale. Um, One of my colleagues talked about this and how he taught his students to memorize number of sharps and flats that are found in all these keys. And I thought it was I thought it was a very smart way of um, getting people to memorize it. Now, I kind of organized them in such a way that you should be able to see it and be able to use that to construct major scale. So here it goes. This is a memorization technique only, and then we'll expound that on to a little more applicable things here. He said, when you write letter C, and if you were to just continue on, it looks like a 0. So in key of C major, there's a 0 number of sharps. We're going to stay on sharps. When you write G, this one is kind of a stretch. You start with a C looking stroke, so that's 0. So the only thing that counts is that little one little thing. So you have 1 sharp. D, 1, 2 strokes, so you have 2 sharps. A, 1, 2, 3 sharps. E, 1, 2, 3, 4 sharps. B, now B, this one, again, this is a memorization thing. So this is like you want to draw like the Greek B, if you will, or the one that looks very much like a Bluetooth sign. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 sharps. And then you have an F sharp, lowercase f, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In order for you to be in F sharp major, you need 6 sharps. Okay? And then C sharp. Kind of have to be the one of those type set. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 sharps are found in key of C sharp major. Okay? So let's just keep that in mind. So if I extend that out, and if I were to create this number line, this is my flat world. This is my sharp world. I have 0 sharps or 0 flats, so I am in key of C major. 1 sharp will take me to G. 2, D, 3, A, 4, E, 5, I'm at B, 6, F sharp, 7, I'm at C sharp. So here's the part that I want you to know. There are multiple patterns, and I'm only going to mention a few so that this will help you out. I don't want to give you everything that I see because it may confuse you more. So this is what I want you to know. C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp, right? Notice how I went from C, key of C major, to C sharp major. And notice I went from 0 sharp to 7 sharps, right? So for me to add a sharp to a key to that context, I have to add 7 sharps. 0 to 7. So if that's the case, if I go to 8, it must be a G sharp. If I have 9 sharps, say D sharp major, 10 sharps, A sharp major, 11, E sharp major. Okay? Now, if sharps and flats are the opposite of each other, well, let's take a look at this. I have, so in order for me to go from C sharp to C, in order for me to take a sharp out of the context, I have to take 7 sharps away. So if I'm at F sharp, 6, positive 6 minus 7 equals negative 1. So over here, with 1 flat, I get to take that flat, I get to take a sharp away, so it is an F major. 2 flats, well, 5 minus 7 equals negative 2, right? So we get to add a flat. 3 here. 4 minus 7. Again, 0 to 7, right? See how there's an F, B, so it's an E flat, okay? So if I go down 1, 4, if I have 4 flats, A flat, do you see that? 5, 2 minus 7, D flat, 6, G flat, and 7, a C flat. Easy enough, right? 7s every 7s. Or you could have, even look at every other note will make you to go up or down by a letter. G, A, B, C, and so forth. You could do that however you want to memorize it, that's perfectly fine. If you memorize the 7, you should be able to construct this scale or this number line. Here is how you use this. We know from first video, first method, D major has 2 sharps. Rightly so, right? Here's what I want you to notice. Notice how F through B. Here, if I were to draw a line here, I don't have any sharps or flats. These are just natural keys. Within those keys, you will have sharps and flats on the notes. But however, the starting note, the home note, the center note is built on a natural note. And then after that we have flats, and after that we have sharps on this side. So if I want a D major scale, what I simply do is write D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And then we need to figure out whether or not we need to add sharps or flats. From this chart, we know the D major is here, and we need 2 sharps. Because again, this is sharp world, and that's the flat world. We need 2 sharps. Where are those 2 sharps? We know from the other videos that it's on F sharp and a C sharp, but if we don't know that, we need to figure out by using this. Here's how. The sharp side and the flat side, you always start from the center out. I need 2 sharps. So I get to take first 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. There you go. That's a D major scale. If I want a B major scale, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, I know that I need 5 sharps. Where are those 5 sharps? Let's figure it out. Again, we start from this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, B major scale. It's that simple. If I want to do something a little bit more hairy, let's say F sharp major. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? I know the F sharp major has 6 sharps. So we take 6. First one is F sharp. So we put a sharp. Well, that's on F. It's the same thing. So even though I wrote 2 sharps, they're the exact same note. So I've really only added 1. C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, E sharp, F sharp major. Flat works the same way. If I want an A flat, I start by writing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. I need, according to this chart, I need 4 flats. We're in the flat world. So we take first 4 flats beyond this line. Again, you always start from center out. First one is a B flat. Second, E flat, A flat. Again, I've added 2, but these are same notes, so I've essentially added 1. And lastly, I did D flat. A flat major scale. If I want a G flat major scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I need 6 flats. So I start with B flat, that's 1, E flat, 2, A flat, 3, 4, 5, and 6. G flat major scale. You always start from center and out. You figure out number of sharps and flats that you need. You write down all the letters between, starting from the first note to the last note, and then you simply add sharps and flats and where you see that.